Protests in Iran demanding change are still raging on, almost 3 months after a young woman died shortly after she was arrested by the so-called morality police.
But outside Iran, another battle is being waged online, where Iranians living abroad are helping spread the word in solidarity. MSNBC anchor Yasmin Vasugian sat down with 3 social activists who are helping drive the movement online.
The last time I spoke to someone inside the country, they told me, sometimes I hate being Iranian, not because of the identity, just because I don't see a future in this country for myself.
Bahar Gandahari left Iran 9 years ago. Now just 22 years old, she's the same age as Mahsa Amini, the young Kurdish woman who died 3 days after being arrested by the morality police for allegedly violating the country's strict dress code. Her death triggering what many are calling a revolution in Iran, led largely by women. What would you be doing right now if you were in Iran?
I would be probably on the streets protesting.
You would?
Yeah.
You could feasibly be placed in jail. You could be beaten.
Yeah.
You could be harmed.
I'm the age of most of the protesters right now. And if I were there, I would be doing the same.
Alongside the diaspora, Bahar and others are leading a movement online.
I feel like I left them in this prison, and now I have to do something over here to, freedom from that prison.
In 2019, Bahar started the Instagram account Middle East Matters. At first, she says, to create a space for Middle Eastern youth. Now, she uses her platform to amplify the voices of Iranian protesters. You have family in Iran. Are you worried the government will target your family members?
Of course, but I don't think I'm scared. Because the moment I become scared, the regime has won this battle.
And Bahar is not alone. Moj Madara and their wife, Roya Rastegar, launched an organization called the Iranian Diaspora Collective. They say it focuses on the will of Iranian protesters and hope it will help bring about change there.
You see the faces of young people in Iran, and many of them are young women, young students, queer people. Honestly, it feels like a duty. I don't know that it feels like a choice at this point. And many of us, I think, have shifted our daily routines to make videos, make content, to explain to the West, hey, we want your friendship, we want your partnership, we need your allyship.
Elika Laban has almost 300,000 followers on TikTok. And her most watched video has more than 6 million views. It details the deaths, disappearances, and arrests of young Iranian activists and journalists inside Iran. And at the end, she says this.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. Say their names to save their lives.
And the exact number of lives lost is unknown. Throughout the conflict, information out of Iran has been scattered, with the government there managing at times to shut off electricity and the internet, limiting access into and out of the country. Instead, many protesters say they're relying on the diaspora to be their voice.
Do you now have protesters, women inside of Iran, that are reaching out to you about some of your content that they're seeing?
Yes, they'll just kind of say, thank you so much for being our voice. This means everything to us. They see us, and that galvanizes them to go out there and keep doing it. They are inspiring us, and we're inspiring them, and it's just not stopping.
And neither are any of these activists.
If they're not backing down, I can't back down either.
Every single day that you go out there and you fight for your freedom is the day that we go out there and we fight for your freedom behind you.
Natarsin, ma ba ham hastim means don't be afraid, don't be afraid. We are all together now.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.